from right here in Wheeling, West Virginia. Please give it up for Mr. Sean Bishop.
Thanks. I have a friend named Elle. She's elegant. And I have a friend named Ed. He's educated. And I have a friend named Dre. And Dre has dreams. And now I have a friend named Bob. And Bob's a no good fucking Italian. You can't trust a damn thing he says. I have a brother. He's a chemical engineer. He's a really smart guy. My brother has a brother. He's a comedian. He's not that funny. I'm an introvert from West Virginia. Because I only have 3 friends. 2 of them are racist and 1 of them's black. I went to college in Kaiser, West Virginia. Kaiser's located right in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains. And the town's down in the valley, and up on a hill, there's a bunch of windmills. And we used to go party at the windmills. We'd be up there drinking, smoking, listening to music. And we always listened to bands like Iron Maiden and Black Sabbath. Not because any of us were into that music, but man, those windmills are big metal fans. While I was in college, I had a girl look at my hands and say 2 of my fingers is like a whole dick, which was really unnerving because I realized I was born with half a penis. People say kids look a lot older nowadays. I think kids from the 80s look a lot older nowadays. These 80s kids are starting to look a lot like they're 40. I don't think we should be calling them kids anymore. Bigfoot is a lot like God. He's real. Whoa, okay. There's a lot of sayings in the English language, but there's one that everyone here needs to remember. It's that you can lead a horse to water, but you probably shouldn't fuck them. True, you're right. This guy probably fucked a horse. Found out it wasn't doable. People, my mom's right behind you. My dad's right behind you too. He's a little bit bigger than you too. People use the expression to hit a nail right on top of the head. I think we need to start checking these nails for CTE before they start beating their wives. Figured out a way to tell how smart people were by using the stars. It's a 1 to 10 scale where 10 is people that believe or know astronomy and 1 is people that believe in astrology. Like a 10 is Neil deGrasse Tyson, and then a 1 is a white chick in her college dorm room that thinks what month she was born in, what phase of the moon we're on, or determines whether or not she blows a guy. Somewhere in the middle is me staring up at the sky saying, look, I think that one's the North Star, but really it's daytime and I'm staring at the sun. Let's recap on the scale. You got 10, Neil deGrasse Tyson, me staring at the sun, flat earthers, astrologists. A lot of people would think that flat earthers should be below astrologists, but I've only ever known 1 flat earther. And he knew how to frame a house, do the plumbing and electrical, in which case I think I put him 1 step above a Sagittarius. I like to go fishing. I realize fishing is a lot like dating apps because it's all about what you use. My dad would disagree with me. He said it's not about what you use. The only thing that matters is patience. And I'll be on these dating apps, fishing away for hours, just swiping. And somehow at the end of the day, I always end up with my own book in my hand. My name's Sean Bishop. I have a goal in life to be the most famous Sean Bishop, which is fortunate because there's not many of us. Like if you think about it, in 1981, the second overall draft pick in the NBA draft was a guy by the name of Isaiah Thomas. And then in 1989, a woman in Washington State decided to name her son after him. And that Isaiah Thomas grew up to be one of the greatest point guards in NBA history. How fortunate am I that they weren't named Sean Bishop? Because my dream would have ended the moment I got cut from the 6th grade basketball team. Luckily for me, I just have to be more famous than actor Sean Bishop. Exactly. Who the fuck's that guy? Turns out actor Sean Bishop's famous for one movie role where he played the eldest son to the main character in the 1977 classic Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Which means right now, as a struggling comic, I'm the second most famous Sean Bishop, right behind a guy that's been out of work for 45 years. If you guys can leave here tonight and remember that I'm Sean Bishop, I will be the most famous Sean Bishop in front of a guy that I can only assume is a homeless man on the streets of Hollywood and once played a secondary character in a movie about communicating with aliens. And I hate alien movies because they're always about how do we communicate with the aliens. That's not the problem, guys. We should be worried can the aliens communicate with spiders. Because if the aliens just show up and decide to wipe out the human race, they're a bunch of racists. But they can communicate with spiders, turns out I'm the racist. I don't know if you guys have heard of this Hitler fella. Let me drop some numbers on you. He's famous for his thing called the Holocaust, where he killed 66% of the Jews in Europe. I've killed 100% of the spiders I've ever fucking seen. Which means that the aliens can communicate with spiders, I'm going to be the dickhead in every alien history book that tried to wipe an entire species off this planet. But if a spider genocide makes me the next Hitler, I'll own it. I'm about to kill every last one of those 8-legged fucks. Because every single person here knows who Hitler is, not damn one of you know who actor Sean Bishop is, and I play to win. We gotta leave on this one. This may be my best joke. And if you guys don't find it funny, I don't care for you, I'll never care for you. I think you're all idiots. What type of shirt does a scarecrow wear? A square one. Exactly. I'm Sean Bishop. Have a great fucking night.